Well, viewers, those are the headlines and our top focus. Senegal's Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko has now condemned this week's coup in Guinea-Bissau, calling it a sham and demanding the continuation of disrupted elections. His comments add to growing regional anger over the power grab in the country, which is a major cocaine trafficking hub. The military junta, which ousted civilian leadership before election results were announced, has named Major General Horta Inta as a transitional president. Horta claims the coup was necessary to thwart alleged plots by narco-traffickers. Meanwhile, the African Union and West African bloc ECOWAS have condemned the unconstitutional move, with the AU now suspending Guinea-Bissau's membership until and unless order is restored. With us on the broadcast is Ayanuga Olugbenga Paul, public affairs analyst, joining us from Lagos in Nigeria. Thank you so much for taking our time and speaking to us on NewsX World. We have seen the elections in Guinea-Bissau. They were rather tumultuous, but right before the results could even be announced, the coup took place. We have seen a lot of reactions. Senegal's reaction is the latest, condemning the coup that has taken place. The African Union too has taken very stringent steps. As far as the democracy in Guinea-Bissau is concerned, to what extent is this a dent on that? How long can we see the effects of this coup lasting? Is there any sort of recourse back to the civilian leadership that could take place?
Well, the Guinea-Bissau government has always been a roving door, between the military and the civilian from time to time. And the recent coup was even alleged to have been masterminded by the incumbent president, who the world thinks is the one being thrown out of government. Because according to sources on the ground, is that the incumbent president seems to be on the losing side with the results counted thus far. And the person who is likely to win is a newcomer who maybe security hierarchy are afraid that when he comes in, he may want to probe the previous government, and many of them will be probed alongside. And that is why they had to quickly intervene and take over government before it comes in. That is the story on the ground. And that story is not too hard to believe if you observe the fact that the person who has been announced as the interim prime minister by the military junta and finance minister was the head of the campaign for the incumbent president in the re-election process. So if the head of the campaign is announced as the new prime minister and finance minister, and a lot of top and close allies of the incumbent president are already working with the military junta to, stabilize the government, then if we use our tongue to counter it, we may say that those allegations are not far from the truth. But I want ECOWAS to be careful. This quick announcement of removing people from ECOWAS because of internal crisis in their country, they should be careful the way it's announced, because this was the same thing that happened in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, and those people just removed themselves from ECOWAS, weakening the regional power and effort of ECOWAS in those countries. So if Guinea-Bissau decides to go the Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger way and joins them, it will be 4 countries removed from the ECOWAS. So how many are they going to remove before no one else is left in the ECOWAS? Rather than, announcing sanctions such as removal, they should look for a way to negotiate peaceful return to democratic government rather than threatening sovereign nations on how their internal affairs is done. Nobody wants military takeover anymore anywhere. Military government is out of fashion. But at the same time, each country knows where the shoe pinches, and they know what kind of balm to apply where the shoe pinches. So external forces can only appeal to them in the country and see how they can return peacefully to democratic process. And this military junta promising that they will do 1 year of transition. I don't think they will do 1 year, except another coup, takes them off office, because it has been a recurrent pattern where a military will take over and they will say, oh, we are stabilizing things, within 1 year we will be off. But 6 to 8 months down the line, they will announce again a shift of the day of handover, and continuous announcement of shift of the day of handover till they spend 20 years in government, if they were not checkmated by maybe another uprising somewhere else. But we should watch carefully and, find a way to protect the opposition leader.
Absolutely.
Who,
I was just coming to that, as you've pointed out, things do seem quite fishy in this particular instance. There are several analysts who've in fact branded the coup as fake, owing to the fact that the Major General was definitely a very key player in the incumbent president's affairs. So I wanted to understand from you, what does it mean for the opposition, which has seen a lot of public backing in recent times?
So I think it means that the opposition should, one, think strategically. First and foremost, you can't stay in the country and be grandstanding and be saying, oh, I will fight the fight from within the country. They killed Abiola in Nigeria back in 1998, and the heaven did not fall. Many opposition leaders in many countries have been killed in like manner. I think the first thing is to take exile to a friendly country and continue the fight from there, so that, because the opposition leader is the rallying figure around the movement, and these people believe that once you cut the snake head, the rest of the body will be flailing everywhere without direction. So if he is being seen as the snake head, the head must be protected at all costs.
Indeed, sir. Requesting you to stay on with us. We're tracking some other very crucial developments as far as DR Congo and Rwanda are concerned. We're now learning that the presidents of the Democratic Republic of Congo and